Welcome to a short video on Do What's Necessary. Health is your greatest asset, and it is my main purpose and passion to help you maximize your greatest asset. What a joy to see people change their health and change their life in a revolutionary way. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Daryl Hestelin, a doctor of chiropractic, board certified in kinesiology and acupuncture. Let me help you keep your dream alive, to journey through life with maximum health. There's one human trait that is your biggest risk, and I will explain that later. I've been involved with recommending nutritional supplements to my patients and taking supplements too. I've taught nutritional classes throughout the upper Midwest for several decades. In 2012, I quit. I have not taken a synthetic vitamin pill since January of 2012. Life is simpler. I had an irregular heartbeat called a PVC for several years. After quitting synthetic vitamins in 2012, my irregular heartbeat healed. What I feel is so very important is that you will not maximize your genetic potential if you are taking synthetic vitamins. And that is 98+% of the vitamins on the market. And you may be living in the faulty human trait of more on that in just a minute. What we now know from the science of epigenetics is that there are 3 factors for your genes to be expressed at their peak. It has to do with the environment of the gene and therefore your cells. Number 1 is toxins that suppress the genes from performing at their peak. For example, heavy metals suppress the tumor suppressor gene that prevents tumor growth. Number 2, the nutrition that gets into the cell. Nutrition must be complete for the genes to work as designed. A Nobel Prize-winning research in 1999 identified that there are critical cofactors necessary to cross the cell membrane. These cofactors are in the food with the nutrients, but not in test tube nutrients. Your body is limited in what it can provide to help the synthetic vitamins work. Emotions, primarily how you handle stress, is the third one. Authorities recognize that many cancers are caused by emotional triggers. Less than 1% of a disease is caused by a faulty gene. Nearly all disease is caused by faulty genetic environment. Your family history of diseases does not mean you too will get these diseases. Also, the information you get from the media, the government, and the pharmaceutical industry is crafted to keep you dependent on selected science and government for your health. The human trait I mentioned earlier, that is, your greatest risk, the human trait that is unique to the human species is that humans will settle for good enough. A bee will gather all the pollen it can. A squirrel will gather all the nuts it can. A tree will grow as tall as it can. Humans will settle for good enough. Would you buy a car made with the standard of good enough? Would you want to eat in a restaurant with good enough sanitation? Would you fly in an airplane where the mechanics are good enough? Will you trust your health to good enough behavior with food and time, or good enough supplements? Winston Churchill said, "It is not enough to do your best. You must do what is necessary." What is the solution? It is simple, pure, and what is necessary. I'd be glad to share with you what you can do. It is really, really important. I am committed to do what is necessary to help you keep your dream alive of living with maximum health. Contact me at daryl@drhestelin.com, reply to the email that led you to this video, or go to my Facebook page, and this link will be below the video, to change your health, to change your life. Let's talk soon. I'm Dr. Daryl.